know, right?
Catastrophic damage, catastrophic damage. I mean, ice cakes, 10, 12 feet high, sizes of cars and building, water running everywhere.
I couldn't walk on the place, it was too deep. My calves were surrounded by water, standing there and they were bawling. I just felt helpless.
We were surrounded by water. The first night we slept upstairs, and I was glad to be with my husband, but I'm gonna be honest, I was scared.
In the middle of March, when this horrific storm hit the state of Nebraska, starting first in the western part of the state with heavy snow, blizzard-type conditions, and then followed right after that as it moved across the state with heavy rainfall. Not only was this historic in nature from the amount of rain and timing of rain, but also historic in the fact that it covered so much of the state at one time.
We got a call about 6 o'clock in the morning that the Spencer Dam was breaking or was broke. So we scurried out of bed and then we started moving stuff out as quick as we can. We got a lot of stuff out. We didn't get everything out. And we left with basically seconds to spare without dying.
The water wouldn't have been so bad, but it was the terrible lot of ice that come through here. There was probably, I'm gonna guess 10, some places maybe 15 feet of water and ice that come through here. And what I'm leaning against, there was nothing here.
At 5 o'clock in the morning, my wife said, well, they took out Spencer Bridge is gone. At the time, I didn't think, I was like, well, minor inconvenience. But then when I found out it took care of the water line to Boyd County, that was a lot more serious issue because, I mean, I bet you probably a half to 2/3 of the county is served by the rural water district.
Our first concern as a water district is the people, get water to the people. But when people started bringing bottled water to us, and after a couple days of that, I thought, well, the people are going to be all right. Then I kind of turned my concerns to livestock. So we figured out we had to do something.
We began to work right away with helping those people in the rural areas on farms and ranches. Fortunately, we continued to and were blessed by hundreds and hundreds of significant contributions, causing that fund over time to grow to over $3 million.
Farm Bureau was one of the first ones that called me, and then it wasn't a couple days later and we already had 15,000. I'm like, wow, this is awesome, you know.
The money and the donations were great that we got, but the morale boost was 10 times more. People actually, I mean, it let them know that we weren't alone, that there was other people thinking and praying for us.
It's people like you that kept us going.
You know, once that word got out that, hey, we need to do something, you know, our team in Lincoln really sprung into action, and it's through those connections that we had through the grassroots of Nebraska Farm Bureau that we were able to kind of motivate people to first know about it, but also to put boots on the ground and really help out.
When we were coming in, this was solid ice. One of my sisters come over there and said, there's somebody here from Farm Bureau. I don't know what they want. And I kind of hesitated and I said, well, I don't know anything about Farm Bureau. I don't know, I hope I'm not in trouble with something. So I walked over there and I introduced myself and they introduced themselves. And you know, we've become pretty good friends, I think. I mean, they've been a blessing. Farm Bureau has been a blessing.
Farm Bureau got us hay for 2.5 months. I can't say enough thank you to Farm Bureau for that. They lined up hay for us and feed and fencing supplies and veterinary supplies. I had some sick calves. They gave us medicated feed, so it's unbelievable what they did for us.
I don't know if you would have made it through it without Farm Bureau. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, we had several friends that were helpful, but Farm Bureau was right there on the doorstep. They just came through for us.